Hello and welcome to the Sacred Gates Ascension podcast. My name is Illura and welcome back to the channel and welcome to the channel if it's your first time having a look. Today I wanted to talk again about the importance of stillness in your practice and working with stillness. If you tend to be a little bit disorientated and undisciplined and distracted, especially at the beginning of your practice, or you find that for too long you're in a state of messiness and inaccuracy with your practice and it's just kind of a bit of a waste of time, or it takes you a really long time to get into a deeper level of practice, connecting to stillness, experiencing stillness is extremely helpful. And so if you start your practice by connecting to stillness, you're going to find that so much of the hard work, so much of the leg work is done already for you just through the power of stillness. For when you connect to stillness, my experience of it is that it takes you to the essence of whatever you are in. So just say you can experience the stillness of your lower dantian. You can experience the central still point, the stillness of your heart chakra. You can experience the stillness of your irritation. You can experience the stillness if you have issues with money. You can hold your wallet or your purse and experience the stillness of whatever it is that comes up when you do that. So whatever challenge or opportunity or anything you'd like to work on, a substance, a physical object, whatever it is, you enter into the stillness, to the center, to the essence, which is not still. It is continually moving. And so not only do you bring on quite quickly, as you practice more and more, a deeper level of stillness, so peace and depth and ability coming up much stronger than you normally might be able to. So it accelerates your spiritual development. And it also accelerates you, and this is very helpful if you are a healer or you need to focus better in general, or you want to manifest anything in your life. When you practice entering into stillness and being with stillness, as I said, it's never static, it's always moving. So it's a little bit like being in the eye of the hurricane. They say that within the eye of the hurricane, it's very still internally, yet there's all this movement throughout. So you want to be in the stillness and also the chaos. And when you work with finding the still point of anything, any substance, any part of your body, any mood, anything, what happens is that you are in you find yourself in a continual a process of rebalancing, just as if you were like doing tree pose in yoga and you're balancing, you are continually, rebalancing your internal mechanisms and external processes are constantly rebalancing. And it's through that process of rebalancing that you enter through, touching almost on this feeling of stillness. Now, stillness is a little bit like touching a rainbow. You never kind of really touch it, but that is the act of being in that stillness. So it's almost a bit amorphous, like you feel like you're kind of grasping and touching something that you can never really touch. Now, that might sound crazy and not peaceful at all, but if you can keep moving through and continually realize, oh wow, I'm actually touching on the center of nothingness, of emptiness, of the opposite of fullness, of the voidal kind of the center of that portal, where it feels like you're kind of touching something that keeps moving away. That is the process, the experience, the ever moving and changing and evolving process of connecting to stillness. And so you can take anything and experience stillness within it, and it's an extremely very good practice. So for example, the way this would play out in your life, so just say in your formal solo training you practice just sitting with yourself. And in the video, if there's a little thing that comes up here, this is a great video to watch if you're interested in more of this. But this central solar plexus here, where the middle dantian meets the lower dantian, it's a very an emotional center, and it's where your electric and magnetic energies meet. Now, if you practice stillness here, that's a great place to do it. If you're not sure where to start, that's a great place, and you can watch this video here on that. And when you do that in your formal solo training, what happens is, and this is really important because you want to integrate, it's really important that you integrate that ability to be in stillness with the rest of your life. So when everything's crazy and the doors are not closed and the phone is not turned off and you've got someone talking to you and you have to go and do this and the milk just spilt and blah, 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 then you want to be able to access stillness when in these emotions and you're reacting to these emotions that you tend to cycle in. So just say if you tend to cycle in, just say if you have an issue with jealousy, just say, and you're trying to clear that up, just as an example, you would then be able, you're like, oh, here we go again, you know, and so then you would go into stillness. You could work on it here. You can work on it in the ball, bringing the energy of jealousy if you've got that there, and you work on connecting to the stillness. Now, it doesn't mean that you are trying to get rid of the jealousy or whatever substance you want to work with. You're not getting rid of it. You actually are completely being with it. It's a little bit like homeopathy. You completely surround yourself and go into it and immerse yourself into it, but you're not just floating in it and flailing and being a victim of it. You're in attack mode. So in martial arts, we're always trying to get someone's center, and that's why martial arts is extremely helpful if you want to be a healer, because you're always wanting to find that person's center and take their center and get their center. And although we don't attack people that we're healing, that focus helps you to find that person's center and help to heal them. And so when you're working, just say, as I said, example with jealousy, and you're moving about and you're feeling it come up, you're not in your practice solo training, you want to be able to get to the center, the eye of that storm, and be experiencing the insanity of that substance, and experience and move through to the still point of that substance. And so what you'll find is the more you practice in your solo, and the more you integrate it with your eyes open in daily life, when everything's hitting the fan and you're in it, you'll find that you're able to release substances that you don't want. So feelings, emotions, emotional states that you don't want. And by doing that, you're going to balance out your dantians, you're going to balance out your chakras, you're going to balance out your meridians, you're going to balance out your elements, your organs are going to benefit, the people that you love around you are going to benefit, and your inner peace will actually increase, because your confidence will increase in your ability not to get thwarted and controlled by these emotional states. Yeah, so you're going to be more in alignment with your higher vision, and thus be able to bring about your higher potential and experience it in this lifetime. And so it's a great experience to connect with stillness. I really encourage you to explore that. Okay, guys, please share your experiences and any questions you have, and I'll try to answer them. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.